couldn't play beyond high school, okay? I'm not saying you're going to be a professional player. I'm not saying you're going to play at high D1. But if you really, that's your goal to play beyond high school, all right, then you can do it, okay? All right, now, these guys, all right, let me tell you a little bit about myself. This is Burke Badenhop with the Florida Marlins, all right? And I'll give him a hard time. He's going to tell you how he pitches these pool holes here in a second, all right? And then Chad, who's with the Diamondbacks, this year he just got back from Japan. He actually hit against Burke, but he can tell you a story about that. But it's a nice dichotomy because I want you to hear some stories from Burke about what he wished he would have known at your age that he knows now about physical preparation, mental preparation, and nutritional preparation. All right? And then Chad's going to talk to you a little bit about, all right, from a hitting standpoint. Okay? Because he's always trying to get in your head, and you're always trying to get his head. Okay? All right, and he can tell you from a hitting standpoint what they're talking about when they're looking at all you guys and what you do. Okay? All right? So we'll open up with Burke and let Burke tell you a little bit about himself and then talk. All right.
How's everybody doing this morning? Good? Everybody's tired yet? No? Yeah, that's a yes. So anyway, Alan said, my name is Burke Badenhop. I live here in the Charlotte area. I'm originally from Ohio. That other guy right there, that's my brother. So you might have taught you a couple things there or whatever. But I got drafted in 2005 by the Detroit Tigers. So I've been playing professional baseball. This season will be my 8th professional season. I'll be my 5th year in the major leagues. So a lot of you guys are probably like, 5th year in the major leagues? I got no clue who this guy is. Yeah, there's plenty of us out there that get to play pro ball. And kind of reiterating what Alan said in terms of things I wish I would have known when I was your guys' age. You know, things I learned probably 3-4 years ago at the age of 25. You know, you guys are, I'm guessing, you know, 8 to early high school. And when I grew up and started pitching, man, my arm killed me. It was tough. And going out there and I pitched once a week, and I'm a tall, skinny, lanky guy, and my arm just wasn't in very good shape, and I kind of always battled that growing up. And if I would have known kind of the things that Alan has taught me now, I'm sure the things that he taught you this morning, I would have been much better off with taking care of your arm, whether it's stretching, whether it's shoulder blade work, whether it's rotator cuff work, whether it's icing and things like that. And those types of things are going to help push you to the next level. And the fact that you guys are here right now gives you an edge already on the guys that aren't here. And when Alan talks about how many of you guys want to go and play baseball at the next level past high school, you've already got that edge. And one thing I would kind of, I guess that was important for me is that it's not super important, I guess, right now to be the best player on your team. I was never the best player on my team growing up. I was always one of the better players, and I had pretty good talent, but I was never the best player, let alone the best pitcher. Definitely not the best hitter. But growing up, you know, I was pretty good, and through 12, 13, and 14, I was okay, but I worked hard at it. I got better, and then by the time I got to high school, I got okay. You know, I was pretty good. But I pitched 20 innings my junior year of high school. So 1 year before I went to college, I was getting no looks by no scouts in Ohio, which does not have the best baseball, you know, around. You guys are very blessed to be in a kind of a baseball hotbed. But I was not very good at all. I had 25 innings in Ohio baseball. I had a 4 ERA, and I just kind of decided that I was tall, so I had an advantage there, and I had enough aptitude that I thought I could do it. Sure enough, I get a Division I scholarship. I played college baseball at Bowling Green State University, which is in the Mid-America Conference. We play teams like you probably heard of, like Miami, Ohio, or Kent State, Ohio University, teams like that. So I get to college, and I'm thinking I'm, you know, pretty good. You know, I've made it, whatever. Oh no! So not only was I not the best guy on my high school team, now I'm not even close to the best guy on my college team. My freshman year, I pitched a lot, but I had a 6 ERA. My sophomore year, I was even worse. I had a 7 ERA, and I barely got to pitch at all. That was kind of when I said, you know, I'm not going to be a middle of the road guy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push this up because I think I can play professional baseball. So I turn around my junior year, I do pretty well. By the time my senior year rolls around, I'm a professional prospect. I get drafted in the 19th round. I signed for about as much money as everybody's got in their pockets right now. And I was behind a lot of guys going through, and my goal wasn't to play professional in minor league baseball. My goal was to play major league baseball. And that fact is what kept me focused and kept my goals as long as I was moving forward. big leagues, I knew I was going to be in the right spots. And luckily, I was very fortunate that happened for me, and I got called to the big leagues in 2008, and have been basically with the Marlins pretty much ever since. I guess from a pitching standpoint, the two things, and Chad will kind of touch on this too, from a hitting standpoint, the two things that I would say are the most important in terms of pitching are balance and balance. So there's balance in two different aspects. There's one, balance for being a pitcher. You've got to have balance. You've got to be able to, sit in your stance position. You've got to have balance throughout your shoulder. You've got to have stability through your hips. You've got to be balanced so that you can create, so you can be consistent in your mechanics. Because that's what makes the next guy a little bit better than the previous guy. A Major League Baseball player plays like a Major League Baseball player 8 to 9 times out of 10. Minor League Baseball player probably plays like a Major League Baseball player 5 or 6 times out of 10. And then so on and so forth. So a good high school player to be a college player, you just got to be consistent about another day or two more than the next guy. And being stable, being balanced is going to help you create the consistency that's going to help you deliver strikes in the strike zone that's going to help you get a chance to get guys out. And so that's number one, balance. And number two, balance is keeping hitters off balance. Because that's your job. I don't care if you throw 95, 85, 75, you can keep a guy off balance. I throw about around 90 miles an hour. So I don't throw very hard, but it's very important for me to keep guys off balance with breaking pitches or moving fastballs or changeups. We got a guy on our team this year who throws left-handed from down here, and he throws about 83 miles an hour. He had a 1-point-nothing ERA this year, and he strikes like everybody else. But he does it because he keeps guys off balance. He's not a great athlete, but he makes millions of dollars striking Prince Fielder out every time he comes in to pitch, Randy Chip. Yeah, and he's nuts. But anyway, so I would reiterate, just number one, if you're not the best guy on your team now, work hard at it, stick with it. Listen to things like Alan's telling you, pick up things here and there. Everything that we say is not going to be super important, but if you can take one thing today, something I said, that's hopefully going to make you better. And then keep your balance, staying tall, staying strong, and then keep the hitters off balance by moving the ball around the strike zone and all sorts of stuff like that. So we're letting Chad talk now, and hopefully we'll have some questions, anything you guys might have.